flex you got down? Where'd you get that from? But obviously, you ain't using the heat system.
Okay, Laz, I'm almost back to the lot.
Quiet on the sit.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. In no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
What the hell happened to your voice?
What are you talking about?
Jack, you sound odd.
What do you mean I sound
like
odd?
Somebody totally different there. I don't know. I thought you were about to put on a pirate type performance there. I don't know.
You want me to do the pirate?
No. It's not.
Are you
pirate
sure?
Day.
Yeah. Every day is Pirate Day. What are you talking about?
No.
Today is the new movie from Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, I've heard it's the worst movie ever, besides Baywatch.
Ever. Well, today is Friday, May 28, 2017. For the record, weekend is upon us. Of course, we are in the midst of release 42. Hit the net yesterday, and of course, everybody's had a day to sit around and play with it already now. And I've been hearing some.
You also have to remember that,
of course,
the patch that came out last night has the longest set of patch notes I have ever seen.
Well, I figured we'd cover a little of that possibly today. If we get to that at some point.
We're going to get stuck on combat because we still have to talk about the release 42 stuff. I don't know why we would get stuck on soapboxes. Soapbox is probably going to get pulled out.
And we did stop at the combat portion because there is a lot to cover underneath that header there. That a lot of changes out there, a lot of all sorts of modifications. Everything from being able to drop a bunch of skills to how the death penalty works, to how combat works, to a whole bunch of stuff out there.
Yes, it's going to be one of those days. Let's see, where are we going to begin with today?
Oh, I don't know, but there's a request to drop a gust ball. So why don't we start with debunking something that was said on Tech Talk Tuesday, okay?
Oh, you mean that thing that we were testing out last night?
Yeah, the thing that, we were explaining that Chris seems to not understand is that when you auto-attack something and your character is facing
no
it,
hands.
And
no
the
hands.
camera is facing it, you will attack it. But when you turn your camera the opposite way,
it works now.
What happens? Your camera stops attacking something.
No, it didn't yesterday.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, well, Well, why don't you come on over and try this, and you tell me whether you have the same effect.
I turned away from the ball and I started back.
Yep.
Well, you're using a bow and arrow.
I'm turned away and I'm still hitting.
Oh, are you?
You did not pan your camera around.
Works. Yes, I did. What the fuck is that guy? I don't know how to
And
turn my
then-
You
camera.
killed the Gus ball, it looks like. That's
Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah. I'll try that again, Zip.
No, I turned around backwards. I'm facing the piano now, and I stopped attacking.
Thank you.
Yeah, and now it's not working. It was working.
Now I'm facing the Gus ball, and you can watch me attack.
Yeah, it's working.
While your character is facing the Gus ball and you turn your camera
Well-
away, this is what our complaint was to Chris, and Chris apparently did not understand that. So we figured we would demonstrate exactly what we were talking about there, so people understand that it's
Well,
got
now it's
nothing
not
to do with the
working.
character facing.
It
was
hasn't
working.
worked. No, it wasn't.
It was working. Now it's not. I don't know. It's working intermittently.
It works at
Wow.
as long as the camera is about 180 degrees within some plane that's defined somewhere according to the target.
179 degrees.
79.999.
Oh, I think our visitors are just about to get mauled and killed.
Yes, he
okay,
is.
yeah, I think List saved him. We do have a new person on the screen. That was Macklar, who is wearing a visitor tag. So I don't know if he knows what's really going on.
Well, if you knew who the visitor was, you would know that he knows what's going on.
Yeah, he knows what a Gus ball is. That's a hint. Hello.
Jack has something stuck in his throat, or he is sick. I don't know.
Could eat sausage again, Jack?
No,
You've been
I had some
gargling.
cereal this morning.
Maybe that's
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Maybe you're just a little phlegmy or something. I don't know. Your
Maybe.
voice really just is hitting different for everybody today. I don't know why. Don't ask me.
Don't. No telling.
Yeah.
I think
Sounds
what
like
they're
you've
really
got
saying
some
is they
cotton
really
in your
want
mouth, like
Pirate
you're trying
Day.
to do a Brando. Yeah.
No.
Moo.
No. But moving right
I'm
along.
not a method actor, I should say. Okay, so moving right along, we do have. Let's see. I have 2 new unread conversations.
He's pulling our leg now.
Who is? What
I
do you
don't
want to do? Laz, you're killing me, man. Chris's corner?
No, we're gonna go
Okay.
right to combat. huh?
Right to combat?
Well,
Are
we
you sure about that?
started by the demo, and then we follow up the demo with what the
Okay,
changes
okay,
are. I mean,
okay,
it's logical,
okay,
no? I mean, we don't have to. We don't ever follow any structure here. If you want to go, start with Chris, we go start with Chris. I got no problems with that.
Hey, it's like we fly by the seat of our pants around here on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Okay, so released
There
42
is no
notes.
script, folks. Yeah, we
None
do
whatsoever.
this live every day. I mean, we could read patch notes.
Combat and game balance.
Or what we probably should do is tell folks about the Airy Fun contest before we really get off track and
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't
yeah.
get to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what we really should do.
Oh, absolutely. Let's cover the Airy Fun contest real quick, just because it is something that is going to be benefiting the community. Airy Fund we're running a campaign for Just One Life, which is about teenage suicide, especially targeting the LGBTQ community, and we are looking for some artwork as part of our Good Works Through Gaming initiative. And so we're looking for someone within the community to design this artwork. Anything we raise during the fundraiser that's going to begin in June is going to be benefiting the Trevor Project. which is dedicated to LGBTQ youth suicide prevention. And we're also working with the Prism Guild. And if you're looking for the rules, let me link that into the pages for everybody. Copy. You talk for a little bit while I paste.
While you paste, that's right. Aside from being a contest, we're going to have a streaming initiative. There's going to be a bunch of streamers who are going to be pushing this on their streams through the month of June. And of course, time is running out on this. The deadline is the end of the month. So if you want to get some art submitted, and of course, the winner will get, I believe, a t-shirt and a poster, commemorative t-shirt and poster with their artwork for winning the contest. And of course, the artwork will then be used for the promotion throughout the month of June and possibly other promotions, I believe. So good work going on there by Thex and the folks over there. We are part of that crew and proud to be supporting this initiative.
And the first submission was actually posted by Trina, and I don't know if anybody saw the Easter egg that's in it. It does include a mushroom.
A mushroom? What kind of mushroom?
I had to look at that a few times, and it popped out at me. I didn't even see it the first time, and I was like, oh, I get it now. One life. I got it.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, I like that. That was in the first submission. The rules for these submissions are that it must be an original art piece, high resolution color or black and white. Submissions required. Collectible posters will be 11 by 17. Entry should be posted on this thread for consideration by the deadline above, and you may use the Airy Fun logo and or tagline Good Works Through Gaming for the work, but please do not incorporate other companies, organizations, IP trademarks. So you can't include anything related to the Trevor Project in it. So this is because we are not licensed to use those other intellectual properties. And then the rules are that the Airy Fund will pick their top 3 picks for the winner and create a poll for the community to select the winner on June 1st. The winner will receive a complimentary collectible poster of their work and a t-shirt that showcases their work and commemorates the Just One Life community cause. The work must be original as in created by using your own assets or royalty-free assets. Yay!
Yay.
Royalty-free assets.
Yes.
Alrighty. And with that out of the way.
With that out of
Chris?
the way, we what? You're killing me, Smalls. Killing me.
Which way are we going? Steer us the right way.
Well, I was going to go straight to that fun thing called combat from the thing until you
We're there.
redirect it. We're there? Are you
We're
sure?
there.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm as sure as we're gonna be. It's Friday.
so combat and game balance, they continue their polished path on all the visual effects related to combat. The lock decks have been updated and the scales have been tipped in one direction on a balance. They have been tipped on the balance. Lock decks have needed some attention from some time now, and they spent release for 42 analyzing issues and then implementing some changes to make playing lock decks more balanced and useful. Release 42 introduces added utility based on a glyph's available card count but set by the skill level, and players will be able to cast the same locked glyph successfully as long as a glyph is available out of cooldown. Note that balance has been added in the form of heat generation that will grow the more a single glyph is cast consecutively, which will increase focus cost if not managed. The system will continue to receive attention to ensure it is balanced in comparison to the unlocked system. So you ready to talk about the heat system?
Well, I am and I'm not. I don't know if we want to do these one by one. Of course, most people, most difficulty they're having, of course, is figuring out how to use the heat system first off.
Yeah, it's very counterintuitive.
And then yesterday's release, the focus cost was still highly nerfed on that, where that was fixed in yesterday's patch, where focus use wasn't being consumed at some ungodly rates. But my single complaint at this point on this is, of course, if you're using a single glyph in the heat system, when you use that, apparently there is now a cooldown across your whole deck. And let me see if I can
long.
And I will bring
how
this
about
up.
the mana use or the focus use?
Well, I'm not having that problem for the most part with that. Now, what I'm saying is if I'm using Flame Fist and I hit Flame Fist, you'll notice all my cards in my deck go into a cooldown period.
I love how I had my character standing one way and I started doing things, and then based off of where my actual camera is done, my camera is pointed, not my character. It is doing weird things.
Yes, but irregardless of that, I just don't get that. I can understand each glyph having an individual cooldown, but if I wanted to do a Flame Fist and a Fire Arrow, it just, I don't get it.
Well, I think the global cooldown that you're seeing is actually a response to they don't want the animations to completely overrun each other, and so there's a time delay between skill uses.
Okay, well.
Oh, the camera thing is worth.
I don't see that being any better. I mean, it gives you a little bit more control. I like that. But, speed-wise, unlocked 3 of them in a row, boom, boom, boom. I don't know. Yeah. The jury's not in yet. Too much to still play with, too much still out of balance. So, initial impression.
And we also know that they're going to be changing it. Well, yesterday I will say that I was actually...
I'm not making it up just to be mad about list. I am just expressing my opinion on what I think of how this is implemented. That's all. Very simple. Again, you're talking to the wrong person when it comes to combat. Everybody knows I am not a fan of this combat system to begin with. So anything that, doesn't make it better or just changes it to, I'm going to look at it from the roughest possible view. That's my opinion. That's all. There are lots of people who are loving this out there. Lots of people who love the old system.
Well, my issue with the heat system...
It's a 40-40 split because those are the numbers we have.
Well, my issue with the heat system yesterday was that when I set up the heat system with the... on my combat deck where I had the one locked card in the deck, I ran out of mana before I even killed one mob that I would easily be able to kill prior to release 42.
Now, that was before yesterday's patch or after the patch? That was before the patch.
That was before the patch, yeah.
Yes,
and I have not gone out and hunted since then. Last night I was making some wood pulp until I logged off.
No. You make wood pulp? Never.
Never, ever would I ever make wood pulp. But what I did notice when I was doing the demonstration with the skills is that where you were looking at and you're not auto attacking, it would actually attack in that direction. So I think that's what Chris thinks is working, and I think that's why people are like, oh, the camera does work. Like, there's a difference between I want my character facing this direction, and I want to pan my camera around to look at the combat from the side, just to look at animations and look at what's going on and possibly see what's going on. But if you hit a skill, then it will reset your character's position.
Getting comments from Liz, so you're making comments. You're all commenting on a system no one has used yet. No, I've been using it for a week on QA. I've used it yesterday in both patches, and I'm discussing and stating what I find I like or dislike about it. And so is Jack. I don't get the gist here. Everybody who's had QA has been playing with this for about a week now, and people have played with it. And this is why we didn't cover it yesterday, so that people had a day to play with it. So the system is. I just don't get the commentary. That's all.
The system needs improvement.
Well, the camera works now, Laz. It does work. Bring the bear over here, List.
No,
Try it out, Laz. Try it, Laz.
I'm attacking the bear.
It works now.
Whenever you spam a skill, you will have a quick timer that is a quick cooldown whenever you're actually attacking something.
Yeah, at least the camera's fixed. It is working.
The camera's not working.
By watching what you did, and again, an archer doesn't do it. It's a melee character we're talking about. So take the archer and screw the archer. The archer has skills that you can't do in melee. Very simple.
I can't vouch for an archer, but
and this we've complained about too, but it's another story.
That's another soapbox, folks.
So,
yeah.
The camera issue I can demonstrate easily on my screen just by using skills. And you can also see the quick cooldown that does happen whenever you use one of those locked skills, because you can watch every single one of my skills have a quick timer.
I'm watching Laz right now.
See, that's what you get for not watching my stream.
I know, but
because I am just panning my camera around, and if you notice, my character is attacking whatever direction my camera is facing in, even though that's not really what I want.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
So
you're not attacking it. No. Try that bear over there.
So if I just wanted to like spam skills straight into the air, and then I want to actually look at my character from the side as I do that, as soon as I attack, the camera my character's repositioned, so I'm always staring at my back whenever I use a skill. So it's like I will just use one finger, hit a skill. If you notice, my character rotated all the way around to face the other direction. Whereas
try and tag it. There is a bear.
Well,
get it.
Okay.
Anyway,
try the bear.
So attacking the bear.
Stop killing it! God dang it!
And Katrina, no.
I move my camera around.
Are not a bug. That was intentional. Chris went nuts and put a big push on those buffs and stuff there. But again, this is a moot point here, trying to show us something that is totally out of what we're talking about.
Isn't it, Jack?
I just want to slip this in real quick.
What?
Why all of a sudden my night vision lasts 18 times longer than my light spell?
I don't know.
Well, Chris was changing things.
Skill in night vision versus your light spell. I do not know the answer to that question.
It's a bug. We don't care about no stinking light spell.
That's right. We again, wrong person on the light spell. I don't like the light spell either. But anyway.
The night
Moving
hurts
right
my
along.
eyes.
Moving right along. Lock decks and update and balance being worked on. There are some things to be worked out still.
And then almost everybody noticed this one yesterday.
Almost.
Reduced
that was,
max health. So Shroud math came into effect, and
Sure
Chris
did.
changed the way that the health bar or the health was calculated, and that led to a lot of people losing lots of hit points.
But I only lost 20.
70 here.
Shroud math.
A lot of people lost a few hit points along the way. The higher level players will feel that burn a little bit more than the lower level players. But of course, you'll notice that your strength didn't change, your carry capacity didn't change. Only the math on how your hit points are adjusted. And that happened not just to your character, but this happened to monsters across the board
Yeah,
in
right.
the game as well.
Yeah, right. I didn't see that.
Well,
Man.
were you looking at the monsters before and after like you were looking at your character?
I'm just saying, they're tough. They're tough still.
Well, when you have a green archer that still kills you, that's
Yeah, right. He drops
Because
crappy
they
bow.
tend to
What's he dropping
crit
a crappy
all the
bow
time.
for? Yeah, exactly.
The amount of damage that those guys can do with a shoddy bow is insane.
Exactly.
The bow's
Where's the
falling
loot at
apart
after all this?
and doesn't have any pull, and yet they're able to kill me in like 3 hits.
Shoddy bow.
Moving right along, we do have the enemy investigation AI has been updated.
Gotta fix those wolves, man. Gotta fix those wolves.
Wait, it didn't affect the carry capacity? Wait. Who said it didn't affect the carry capacity? Did someone say that the change did not affect the carry capacity?
Your carry capacity stayed the same. The weight that you could carry did not change with the hit point change.
Deco Diva is saying that something completely different.
Yeah, mine's about the same.
I don't know.
I compared the two the night before. Boom, boom, side by side, and I compared it the next day. And my carry capacity was the same exact as it was.
Eyewitness.
My
Yeah, my
strength
mine's
was
about
my
the same.
strength was the same. My carry capacity was the same. My hit points were lower.
That I don't know. I'll let the Deco Diva slap you around for.
That's my observation. Yeah.
Yeah, I think her observation was a little different. But the enemy investigation AI means that all the AI behaviors for many enemies have been updated such that they no longer stand idly by as their faction allies get picked off, which tells me that they just increased the range, because before, if they were in range of each other, they would gang up on you anyways. So I don't know. Are they going to include a sap skill to where you can knock the guy out and kill him silently, or what?
That's a good question. We'll find that out eventually.
Yeah, or do something to pull.
skill.
I know, but does it really knock them out completely to where you can kill them in one hit? No.
No, it
Now, I
mesmerizes
don't know,
them.
List. Should your utility bar have a cooldown?
Yeah, it's a little monkey there.
Yeah, but you see where we're going with this. I mean, when we understand there's bugs and stuff that need to be fixed, but we're just pointing out the obvious. That's all.
Yeah. Pointing out something. Don't know what it is.
Nah, we don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, there's no cooling. It's screening your icons out.
That just means you can't use them. Enemy skill variety.
Yeah,
Some of you.
That's the Trump.
It's all how you
administration
say it,
working,
man. It's
right?
all how you
There's
word
no
it.
cooldown. It's a great
Enemy mages are now more deadly. More deadly than ever. They are no longer just cast fireballs. Now they will cast all kinds of different spells. Enemy melee characters will also use some variety of skills as well. Clockwork Cats, they want to just be petted, and they will blink to a location most suitable for them to.
I want you to rub my belly.
To have their
the
have their chin scratched and eat you at the same time.
Let's concentrate on this. Come on.
Suddenly
Demons-
my teeth are itching.
That's
I must
right.
think that-
Into the soft squishiness that is your flesh. Yes. Demons have been updated with a sub-effect glyph applied to their dash thrust attack that now allows them to fly forward and knock down damage all players in their path. Are they going to be saying like some Mortal Kombat stuff? Not Mortal Kombat.
Do you remember
Street
when
Fighter?
we were at Hoblot and the person had the fire thing, and they used to have to run with it and charge through the crowd?
Straight and swing at everybody?
Well-
Anybody and everybody?
Well, that's what I'm envisioning with this. It's like a bowling alley. This thing is going to charge down a path, and anything in its path is going to be.
Yes, and you're referring to the
Sounds
Serpent
that way.
Venom Dagger at Hobloth.
The serpent venom. Yeah, that's the one.
It's even better when it makes the character temporarily invulnerable, and I love the fact that what happens when you point two people at Serpent Venom daggers at each other.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
That's what you have live action role play.
Yes. Okay, so experience and decay bounce. Do we want to find that screenshot from yesterday by scrolling up to show some decay in action?
Tried that yet? Have any?
I don't know. Do we have something?
It's a lot of scrolling up to sometime yesterday.
Oh, well, I've got shots like that from,
No, but this one is awesome because the person had 32 million XP in their pool.
Yeah.
I've got to find the picture again.
And
where'd it go? Or
it's
did they
there.
delete it? And
No, it's there.
well, I scrolled past it. I've got to find it.
But I don't get what the point is.
Look on the right-hand side where it's got the negative skill drops.
I understand that. Points are not deducted from the experience pool. Chris has stated this time and time again now. We understand that. They are only deducted from skills in your experience.
You sure about that?
Every single one of those skills was marked as set to maintain, which means use the pool, my pooled XP in order to maintain that instead of having a 30 point, 40 point, 48 point drop.
Exactly.
That is if this person lost 30 points of skill in their death mastery or their 48 points of loss in death touch, and they have a pooled XP of 32 million, they shouldn't have lost any of those points anywhere.
Arrow is pointing down.
And
Probably.
no,
Wow.
you can
Picture
look at
there
these
set to
screenshots.
Maintain.
They are all set to maintain.
Now it says maybe they reset it. I don't know. That's
No.
bizarre. What is that? That's insane.
Well, I can't verify the.
That's insane.
I do know that that could have been modified, so I can't verify the authenticity of that.
Yeah, that don't look right. That's crazy loss. What? No way.
You can lose a skill and just go over and click that to maintain. So I can't buy that without actually having seen that. Sorry.
I hope.
Oh, so the only way that you'll believe it is if it happens to you. Okay.
Well, I've had it happen to me, but not like that.
Not like that, right?
Well, I also don't have an XP pool of 32 million because my XP pool is like less than 100,000.
There's that.
Yeah. But if this is the case, that is some serious loss, and that does need to be addressed and bug reported and fixed very, very soon.
But you tell me that's not how it's going to work. Meaning,
Couldn't tell you. We've only got Chris's comments.
meaning the poll is
So
no
go die.
good or what?
Go
No,
die.
no, no.
Test it out for us.
Not implemented now.
Moving right along.
I have not died yet, so yes. The other thing is that Chris also changed the way that the death is done. So you are now having 24 hours of decay, but every time you die, it will take the square root of half of the day's accumulated XP loss, or something like that. Square roots and Shroud math. It should actually just be half of the accumulated decay up for that day. So it'd be like half, then a quarter, then an eighth, all the way down.
Yeah, real quick, I got to interrupt you. Spiff, am I missing anything there?
The chest plate of thermagrisy, it's just epic. It's not supple.
Chest plate.
So what are you trying to do there, Laz? Trading while we're supposed to be doing a show?
I'm
What the hell are you doing?
You should be reading. That's
Yeah.
Interrupting the reading there by your...
what they don't see behind the scenes don't bother anybody. Moving right along.
Hold on, I'm gonna be
Thank you, sir.
catching a dream for a few minutes while Laz is
Is
reading.
that what you're doing with that other hand underneath the desk to begin with?
What do you mean beneath the desk? There's nothing going on out here. Nothing at all. Okay, so unlearning, don't forget, is going to be for all skills over level 80 in any of those skills. That will give back 100% XP when unlearning for release 42 only. And that is because skill loss between less than or greater than 101 is double decay rate, whereas skills between 81 and 100 are at 1 times the rate. Below
Starting
80 and below,
In release
43. Yes.
Let's not scare everybody. You've got to release to play with this.
You've got to release to drop all of your skills to level 80 before you really get screwed, is what he's saying. Unless you really want death to really hurt.
Death.
In other
Because
words,
of-
you can't ever get above 80. Is that what you're telling me?
Hey, you can do what you want. We're not telling you.
Yeah, okay.
We're just interpreting the news.
Yeah.
Don't get above 80, anybody. You hear that?
Don't know what you're talking about. Reduce skill use to level skills. Players with a large amount of XP in their pool should see skills advance as much as twice as fast. Which means that I think this is Chris's method of saying, hey, I want you to min-max everything a lot more efficiently now.
Below 80.
Build up the huge pool. Train one skill. Have that skyrocket. Then set it to maintain. Yeah. Min-maxer's wet dream? Is that what that is? I don't know.
I
Taming
still
Decay.
say you're gonna have a bunch of people running around with dozens and dozens of GMs, regardless.
Oh, yeah,
everybody
you're gonna have
argues
that.
with me.
You're gonna have that no matter what,
I
because
believe it. People are panicking, and people are still gonna be able to do this, and it's pretty much, you know.
hey,
I
if
can't
you've
do
built up
anything. No.
if you've built up that pool of 30 plus million XP in your adventuring pool, then you know what, go for it. Keep all those at GMs.
Absolutely.
That's old days. Old school stuff, man. Doesn't exist anymore.
Is that from Crazy
Yeah.
Climber?
Taming Decay is not going in yet until he can figure out taming. Friendly spell targeting is a little bit weird. All friendly target spells have been updated for 360-degree targeting. The following skills require no facing, starting in release 42. It's got a bunch of skills, but does not have Purified Burst, but it does have
No healing spells.
all the healing spells. I believe were already set for friendly spell targeting, which is
Thank you, Laz.
yeah.
What's
Polearm Balance. You put the wood in Led Zepp's hands.
Even
just
when
said
he's
it.
got the wood in his hands, he's ineffective. I tell you.
Yeah. We
Gotta
talked about
stay
the
alive
plans
long enough
yesterday.
to swing that damn polearm, don't you?
Okay.
I'm just
But
saying.
we did not talk about the plants in the Shard Falls and Ruins have been updated. And they also have three different attack types.
You gotta go finish pole arms. Hold on here.
What?
You can't just skip right over that.
What you want to cover the Atos Seal of Awesomeness?
Well, you got to tell people what's going on with pole arms and why it gets that seal. Come on. I mean, we got to bash some stuff. We got to tell them what the OP stuff is so they can take advantage of it. Come on now.
I'm confused.
that far.
What is it? What does OP mean again?
Overpowered?
Are you sure about that?
Original post,
'Cause-
depending on where you're looking at.
Are you down with the OPP? Because you know me. You down with the OPP?
You're killing me.
Okay, so Polearm Balance, they increase the base damage for their auto attack and free attacks that help the average Joe, but not the high-end player, as the bulk of their damage in critical situation came from skills. Release 42 increases the base damage of the weapon significantly, which will affect both auto attack, free attack, and damage from skills utilizing that weapon. Blah.
They have now received the Atos Seal of Awesomeness.
Yeah, I already said that.
We'll see about that. More testing.
Yeah, the Atos Seal of Awesomeness means shall be nerfed soon.
Yeah, probably.
That means use it now, boys and girls, until we get to the next balance pass.
We'll see.
Until we deem it an exploit. Okay, Red Post
Right along.
has had its effects update, or I'm sorry, the Red Thorn flowers out in Shard Falls and Ruins have been updated with unique skills, which include the melee light leaf spin with 3 rapid attacks, the grass stab. Shouldn't that have been the thorn stab so that we get a little prick in you? Which is a
Grass
single
stab.
attack. The melee AoE, an AoE grass stab attack, and a ranged poison spray, which is a rapid 3-shot ranged poison attack. So 4 attacks from a leaf and flower.
From a leaf.
It's horny.
It's alive.
Yeah, Riposte has had its effects updated. Instead of providing a buff to defense, Riposte will now act as a counter attack. The skill will currently do a 75% of base melee attack unless it is used within 2.5 seconds of a parry
What?
another attack. Just 200% damage.
75%. That sucks.
Yeah, too
That's
much
less.
to pay attention to. It's I'm
Well,
just swing my sword.
I have never used parry in my life because, you know what, I don't have anything in the... is that the light armor tree that's at?
It's a good question. I have to look.
I don't know. I'm not wasting a slot to wait for a dodge, or parry, or block.
Yeah, well, I'm in that same school as you.
Read all that crap.
You know, again, trying to use a skill within 2-point-something seconds. I can't click the button that quick,
Exactly.
react that quick. So I mean, I don't know.
Combat's getting flooded with all these hits and other people's hits.
Hey,
Oh,
just
was that
wait.
a-
Just wait until the armor types come in. Then you'll be.
That's
And
gonna be
Justin does say it's light, but I'm having a problem finding parry. I'm seeing all kinds of
Yeah,
other things that do not say parry, and it's definitely not in the bladed combat.
It's not in bladed. It's not in.
Tactics.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah,
Or is it a tactics? Yeah.
Oh.
It is.
Wall.
It is in tactics. And that
that's
is your
for those
lead to the
people who wanna
off
go with
hand tax.
dual wielding. But moving right along again.
Yeah, it's in one of the skill trees I've never even activated.
Show, so let's go ahead and try and cover as much as we can. We still have a calendar.
Don't know what you're talking about. We
And
don't have anything.
calendar may take a back
Because we don't know who's going to be the special guest for tomorrow, and we were told that we have to listen to find out. And that's if the person
But we
shows
have
up
an
today
idea.
to do their interview this afternoon. Wouldn't be prudent to tell everybody. Fist spells have been updated, and their cooldowns were
Let's
normalized
like
to
those
8
fist
seconds,
spells.
and their cast times to 3/4 of a second, up from half a second. Offhand attack maintains its 0 focus cost and 0 use time, but only as long as there is no heat on the skill. Oops.
Sounds good. I think.
So
Ring of
is
Fire has
heat
been
on the
updated?
Skill, there's a cooldown, basically, right?
Something like
what
that, yeah.
says? Okay. Just checking.
Fire Reach has been completely renamed to Fire Speed. Instead of increasing range and radius, it will increase range and the speed of the DOT ticks. It may or may not increase the actual amount of DOT damage overall. We have to figure out the Shroud math. Bug report the Shroud math.
I love the comment in the at the end of this one, and I just gotta point it out. If the average mage, this will work out to something like 20% overall damage boost if they are willing to do some more casting. So if I decide to do some more swinging against my enemy, I'm most likely
going to do
be
more
doing
damage. Yeah.
So if I do more casting, I'm going to do more damage. So
what that
yes,
means.
I don't know. That just doesn't make much sense.
Hey, as long as you're not using the heat system and you have the focus, you can do more damage.
As long as I cast more.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But,
I
but
just
we
don't
won't
get
we
that.
won't we won't go too much into
No kidding.
that fallacy right there.
Fireball.
Fireball. Base radius has been increased to compensate for the removal of fire reach. The stone arrow damage has been tuned down slightly. Why?
That great.
But one thing that's supposed to pierce armor and so avoid all the damage avoidance stuff and damage resistance wasn't working.
Coming in.
It wasn't working. Boss loot
I don't
has
know
been
about that.
made. Boss loot may be dropping more things right now until it gets nerfed again, because Chris has already alluded to a boss loot nerf. The
Yes,
Cobbalists were updated.
Did a little overdid it in some of those, according to what I've read.
Yeah. Cobbles updates. Yeah. Combat animations were touched up. Dialogue was added to the Cobbalists so that way they can talk smack. Cobalt NPCs. The guns have
You
been
ain't taking
updated.
my mask.
I've got your mask hanging from the carnality guy.
It's hanging right near the dry sack.
That's right.
That's called a tea bag. I'll have you know.
His
You
cut
teabag
piece
with the
is
dry
glorious
sack.
on your face.
Kabul.
Skill balance and bug fixes. There's a list there. Yeah.
Knockback, double slash.
Targets.
Yep. Ghost Scorpion poison effect. Yeah. Character. Are we going to cover that, or are we going to cover?
I
just
don't
stop
know.
there.
Do we have
Let's
time
just
to
stop
get
at
into
character.
all that?
No,
Let's
because
stop there.
we've got weekend calendar, and you need to tell
Yes,
everybody where
weekend
to get that
calendar.
from.
Today's live stream. Memorial Day, of course. Everybody's going to be out doing the Memorial Day thing with family, most likely.
Like what?
What's that?
Like what? Going to the
Like
beach or
what?
Oh, what are they going to be doing? Going to the beach where it's all crowded and stuff?
I don't know. We're doing the old-fashioned get the family together, do a barbecue. It's National Barbecue Day, ain't it?
You were supposed to have been telling people where to find the NBNN app. You realize that, right?
Nobody said anything about that.
It's time for the calendar, man. Are you not looking at the time?
I'm looking at the time. I was the one who told you about the time 10 minutes ago. Jeez.
Hey.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Killing me, Smalls.
Let me ask you a question. Did you turn off the Aether Vision Alliance?
Not yet, because I haven't clicked on the tab yet.
Oh, okay.
Because I was waiting for you to tell people where to find the...
That's right. You can find the calendar in nbnn.info/calendar HTML, or you can click on the calendar link on the website, or you can get it on your handy dandy electronic devices, whether it be your phone, your tablet, or any portable device that is a smart device. You can go to the appropriate stores. We can go to the Google Play Store, the iTunes Store, or the Amazon App Store, and get the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app with all sorts of useful links, including links to our daily podcast, links to the radios, links to the forums, and of course, links to the Shroud of the Avatar calendar. Think that's enough?
No, because you forgot to include the emailing news at nbnn.info if you want your calendar added.
Yeah.
All those extra special pictures are supposed to go to nudes at nbnn.info for our calendar that we are going to publish. All kinds of things you forgot. You forgot the fact that all times are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time. Anything else that you missed?
No.
Okay,
It's
what
an
day is today?
aggregate of all the calendars that Laz has been able to find out there. Come on, let's get this over with. It's Friday.
Today at
barbecue
noon,
in the plan for.
noon and 6, around the clock, two idiots, especially that one over there, interpret the news on WRFB.
WRFB.
On a show called Lunch with Laz and Jack. At 7 p.m., you can always join Kays and Phoenix Fire for the Phoenix Republic PvE nights. If that's not your thing and you'd rather engage in some PvP,
Cough, cough.
With the proper penis.
you can always go to the Town of Vengeance,
And he disappeared.
and you can enjoy some Vengeance madness because it is a free-for-all. Kill everybody for an hour, and the person with the most kills at the end of that hour wins. On WRFB at 7 p.m. is going to be the 70s at 7. At 9 p.m., that's on hold still. The final event for Friday evening is going to be on WRFB, and that's the Record Room.
WRFB.
Saturday, 7 a.m., you need to tune in your ether amplifiers to WRFB.
Wake up.
New Britannia with Wolftom and Celine. Where are you going with that one? I said WRFB, then you say wake up, then I start to do the New Britannia and Celine, and you throw in WRFB. It's like, what is
script? There is no rhyme nor reason.
Okay. Crack pipes!
I'm going to see whether I can get you through this calendar without busting a laugh or not today.
Me busting a laugh or you busting a laugh?
I'm already out.
Okay, so we do not know the special guest because actually we know who the special guest is scheduled to be. We don't know whether or not that person has actually conducted their interview yet, but it may or may not be Ravalox. Maybe. We'll see. Got to tune in to find out. At noon on Saturday, we've got the Welcome Quest, Release 42, in the town of Shadow's Rest. Join Duke Gregor for the Welcome Quest, and don't forget to get that extra special Welcome Quest torch At 7 p.m., the EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl is going to be occurring. At 8 o'clock, well, that's on hold anyways. At 10 p.m., the Noma promo, Asia Edition, now with requests out in the Novian Market. That takes us to Sunday.
Sorry.
Staring at you. It's like...
Sunday.
At the Fairport Coliseum.
Do I need to pull this back out?
Yeah, you do. You know, we don't have a sound guy. Sound guy just disappeared on us. Yeah.
Okay, so Sunday, 1 a.m., Noma promo, Asia Edition. And 6 a.m., Noma promo, European Edition. And the final Noma promo, America's Edition, out in the Novian Market. Don't forget, each of those things last for 3 hours. So lots of Novian Market needs. And don't forget to stop by the Oracle in the shop right next to the Oracle called Cheap Teleports and Recalls for the finest teleport and recall scrolls available in the Novian Market. At 12:30, you need to join Boa and Bloodgood for Astronomy Night. That's going to take place in the New Britannia Market. Just hunt it for the museum and use Sotomap to fund it. And at 2 p.m. is the Bear Tavern Pub Crawl, just because all great adventures start in a pub somewhere, and then from there it's time to sally forth.
That is correct. Now, of course, on an update, Monday is Memorial Day, as you will see marked up on the calendar. And we will not be here on Monday. Next week is going to be a short week for Lunch with Laz and Jack here on NBNN.
Very short for Laz, very long for Jack.
Prove that crap.
We will be off on Monday. We will be back on Tuesday. And then, of course, we have the telethon on Wednesday, so we will not be here for Wednesday. Then we will be watching that telethon.
Thursday,
and of course,
and then Friday we have to take off.
Thursday.
And Friday we have to take off.
So it's going to be a short 2-day week next week for us. And, of course, all sorts of great stuff coming down the pipe. We'll keep you listed and updated on all that good stuff. And, of course, while everybody is out there, want to wish everybody a happy and healthy Memorial Day weekend out there. Don't forget what it's all about. It is not National Barbecue Day. It is to remember all those folks who have served and given their lives so that we can live and do what we do here day in and day out, like build games like this and run shows like this and do everything else that we can do, period. Enough said there. Of course, let's go ahead and just quickly, I'm going to thank the sponsors out there today. Not going to go ahead and run through the list. We're still working on some easier way to incorporate that. I do want to tell everybody about the Novia Lottery. Novia Lottery is set to go off on Sunday. Whether tickets are sold or not, they're going to be doing a whole bunch of new stuff with the Novia Lottery. Of course, tickets will now roll over if they're not claimed. Prizes, I should say, will roll over. And of course, ticket prices has been reduced, but also doubled. There are twice as many tickets at half the cost, so more people can get in on the action. So go out to Minewood and claim your tickets now for Sunday's lottery draw. Of course, don't forget SodaCon Austin. SodaCon Austin coming up at the end of the year. Gonna be a great trip down, see the developers, meet other players, have a good time. And of course, Hobloth 4. It is going to be the last event at Castleton. You don't want to miss this event. If you're not signed up now. And you have to go through the interview process after signing up. The space is limited to 100 participants. So if you're interested in going, you better get signed up now. Of course, I want to thank all our regular sponsors out there who support us day in and day out. We love you guys. And of course, we're going to live the last minute of the show to the marketplace before we get out of here. Shroud Marketplace for all your virtual vendable needs. And then we're going to get out of here.
Shroud Marketplace, the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. That includes anything and everything game related. If you're looking for, you know what, game gold, crowns of the obsidian, cheese sign writing services, mounted dragon heads, full accounts, you can find them all on Shroud Marketplace. Just go to shroudmarketplace.com for all of your Shroud of the Avatar needs. And don't forget, if you see something or if there's something that you want to sell, you can always register for it to become a vendor. Just click on the register button, then go to vendor registration, and you can start selling your wares, just like the 49 other players that have decided to do so already. And
that's right.
You are responsible.
Merchants out there.
Each of those vendors is responsible for their own inventory and prices. Nothing is set by the marketplace. The marketplace doesn't hold on to it. It's going to be all you. You get the money. Yay. Minus a short fee.
And of course, again, we got to thank you guys out there for listening, tuning in, watching, catching us in replays. Of course, sitting here, joining us in the chat room. We love you guys. And of course, again, don't do anything stupid out there this weekend. We want to see you all back here on Tuesday when we return. And of course, have a happy and healthy Memorial Day weekend, and we will be back then. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happening, and the latest goings on right here inside Shroud of the Avatar. We'll be back on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you then.
That fart was almost right on time.
Late.
I know.
Clear.
Oh, Sid finally showed up. Welcome, Sid. We missed our sound effects.
Hi, everybody!